You know, and I speak on behalf of the entire MC that, you know, it hasn't just been in the past year where and it's not to take anything away from anybody else on the MC because everybody's done a tremendous amount of work and stepped up on the arbitration. We've done yeoman's work on really the arbitration. And I think partners get it. I know your team gets it. I hope other partners get the amount of time to prepare, to meet with consultants, to meet with the attorneys, and really Mark has risen to the occasion. And Mark, that's just the tip of the iceberg, and I could go on forever. But you know, personally, I've shared with the partnership. It's everything from you know, from when we were at that point of being loss making. That this is probably not to do a disservice to everyone else, but the only partner that was always there offering comfort and support, and I'll always remember that, so I appreciate that. But so before I get more emotional, which I told us all not to do, I want to hand it over to your team, and I think Derek has a couple things to say.
All of us will, I'm sure. I'm not going to say nearly as eloquently, and I don't want to get emotional either, so I'm just going to read a lot of this. I think Mark embodies everything that we would want in a partner. He's a silent leader. He never asks for or expects any credit. He's always vocal about crediting others. He did a really good job. He's supportive of people in tough times. He's critical of himself if he ever falls short. And he's a tireless worker. Some things I want to point out are, despite being on the management committee and overseeing the financials, he's at the top of our, and I don't know how he does it, of our idea flow in our team. He's rivaling for the lead on that. It speaks to his ability to compartmentalize his numerous responsibilities. In this tough environment we've been in, especially since he's been on the management committee, Mark's performance has been phenomenal, and I wouldn't understate it. He covers, in small cap, 31% of the portfolio, 27% in SMID, and 20% in mid. He's been a great sounding board for me, an advocate for me, and I appreciate that. Let's see here. He's very reflective of on his own work. He's a great mentor for Alex. And I think that's really to be commended. Let's see, he oversees a quant effort, so I'm not a complete terror to more people. He does a great job at that. And I'll probably leave it at that because there's a lot more to say. So.
I'm going to start making Derek go last because he takes time and he takes a lot of what I'm sure all of us are going to say. So I would just simply add that I'm very respectful for the type of work that Mark has done and to take on multiple very important responsibilities for not only our team but for the partnership as a whole in helping our clients reach their performance objectives. Is burdening, shouldering more of the retiree issue for this past year and going forward, and then also with the financials of the firm. But I would leave it before I pass it on with just saying that he's done all of this with a tireless workout ethic. He's been extremely humble. He's very open to various viewpoints, whether it's on the team or within the partnership. And he's done all of this with an unwavering commitment to excel in each one of those areas, and so I commend him for that.
I've worked for Mark for a long time. I remember going down when he was downstairs working with Verlin Shock and others that remain nameless. And out of all the time that I've known Mark, his even keel to all of the highs and lows, both for him personally and at the firm level, have constantly amazed me. And he's a person that I respect for all the reasons that were just described: his tireless work ethic, his, again, approach to each and everything that he does from the standpoint of trying to excel, And I'm proud to work with Mark, both from the standpoint of the firm and from the standpoint of our team and as a contemporary.
It's hard to go last. And since I had my babies, I could cry at the drop of a hat, so I'm going to try really hard. I've known Mark almost my entire career, so here at 25 years, he's been here almost as long, and he's been just consistently a great team player for the firm, for the team. He is, he's done all of these things everybody has said without complaint, and shows the ultimate professional attitude that we all strive for, that I strive for. I've learned so much from Mark over the years. He's extremely intelligent, but very humble. He balances so many things I can't imagine, and one thing we haven't talked about is family. We all are challenged with balancing this career that's very demanding and stressful with our family life, and he has always been able to do that, and I look to him as a role model in that respect. He's a family man with integrity, and I'm very lucky to work with you. Sorry. So anyway, everything they said and then some.
Well, this is fun to make you uncomfortable. We have one more thing here, and we have received a letter. And it's an important letter that we're going to just go ahead and read out loud here. It's from a gentleman by the name of Stan Dickman. It says, "Dear Mark, congratulations. The Minnesota Twins Baseball Club is pleased to inform you that they have selected you in the Major League Baseball Supplemental Player Draft, which was held in San Diego, California. You will be reporting to spring training in Fort Myers, Florida on January 10th to begin your career as a Twin.
Nice.
And you are going to be contacted with more information, but you are going to be playing along with a coaching staff, including probably a lot of people that you rooted for as you grew up. Bert Blyleven, Kent Herbeck, Frank Viola, Rick Aguilera, and many others. So you will be heading off in, I guess, about a month. Sorry. So here's your letter.
So calm, yet be so expert and get it done.
Well, I'm really embarrassed. I guess that I'm honored to hear the things that you've said. And to me, you know, my whole life through, it's really been about wanting to be and be part of and to build great teams. And as much as over the last few weeks or off and on years, and maybe even this afternoon, we might disagree for all the reasons that we do. I think that we have made a lot of progress, and I'm proud of the progress we have made, and I hope that we can continue to make that progress together, because I really do believe, maybe it's just because I'm optimistic, but you can't be an investor if you're not somewhat optimistic, that we have a chance to make something that's become good a lot better and great. So as I sit around in this morning meeting like this, and we go around the table, whenever it happens every year, I say, wow, there's some really smart people. I really respect the people and the things that they're saying about what they're doing, the process, and how they're building their business, and how they're building the firm. And it makes me, makes me proud to work here, to be part of the team. So I hope that we can all kind of enjoy that. There's other parts of running our business and disagreeing about how it should be and what we have to accomplish next and all those kind of things, but it's not, I'm not saying we do, but it's easy in those times to feel like, or to lose track of the respect that we can have and should have for each other, and to go from there. So I'm honored, I think, quite quite sure I'm honored. I'll-
Just don't get hurt. Too bad.
I'll have to, yeah. Very interesting.
We have checked with your wife.
Okay. I feel better already.
That's why she was asking me about it the other night.
I feel better already.
Mark, all I can tell you is stretch your hamstrings.
Got 3 weeks to go.
Yeah.